Students, we are going to begin with the chapter number 3, that is methods in Java. Now, what is a method? Method can also be said as functions. A method is a separate piece of code that can be called from another method to perform a specific function. Each method must be defined within the body of a class. The method is called by naming both the method and the object that it is defined within in an expression, together with a list of parameters in parentheses. Means a method is used to perform any functionality in a program, like we have studied about a single method till now, that is main method. And now in this chapter we will be discussing about some other methods. Means other than main method we can create multiple functions in our class so that the functionality of the program can be improved. Now, what is the purpose of using methods in Java? Methods allow us to cope up with complex problems. Means when we use functions or methods in a program, the program can be broken up into a complex program can be broken up into simpler programs, and which makes our code easier to understand. Where and it also hides the low level details which are non-essential as from the view of the user of the program. Last one is to make the code reusable. The code is defined once and it can be used many times by multiple programs by just making or invoking the methods that are already available. Hence, these functions make our program easy to understand and reusable. Now, what is the syntax of creating a method in Java? The general syntax is given as, which you have studied earlier also, public static void main. Public is the access specifier here. Static is the keyword which is also known as the modifier. Void is the return type. Main is the name of the method. And here string args are the formal parameters. Thus, a method declaration consists of method header and a method body. The first line of the method definition is the method header, and the method body is enclosed within the opening and closing curly braces. As we can see in the example, public static int max, and in the brackets it is given int a comma int b. Public, the first line is the method header, public is the modifier, static is also a modifier. We can change the terms modifier or specifier interchangeably. Int is the return type, that which means that max, which is the method name here, is going to return a value of integer type. And in the list of formal parameters it is specified int a comma int b. Here data types are essential to be specified. Int is the data type of a, integer. Again int is the data type of b, that is of integer types. And they are collectively here, a and b are known as the formal parameters. and the body of the method max is enclosed is in the opening and closing curly braces. Means the body tells the functionality or the operation of a method, means what a method is going to do, what is the task of the method, why we have created this method. Next is what are the conventions that are used for method naming, what are the rules which we can make use of when we name the methods. A method name should be meaningful, means it should specify the correct meaning that what a method is going to do, what is the task of the method, what is the purpose of the method. Next is should begin with the lowercase letter. It is not mandatory that we should begin with the name of the method with the lowercase character, but it is preferable to use lowercase letters as all the predefined methods in the Java are beginning with lowercase letters. Next is should generally begin with the verb followed by nouns. For example, read data. Here, read data is the name of the method. Read is the verb and data is the noun here. Again, print data. Print is the verb and data is the noun here. Means here it is clearly specifying that read data method is used to read the values and print data method is used to print the values. Thus, these naming conventions makes the program easy to understand by the third party or the naive user. Next is function prototype. The first line of the function definition begin with the function prototype, and it is the first line of the function definition which we have studied. So here we can say that the function name plus function signature gives you a function prototype. Access specifier, the keywords that are specified in the square bracket like access specifier, modifier are in the square brackets. These are the optional parts, means it is not mandatory to specify these specifiers or modifiers. Return type is mandatory to be specified. Method name followed by parameters. These are the list of formal parameters, and these param 1 up to param n, the number and the type of the parameters specify the function signature. So the function signature plus the name of the method is collectively known as the function prototype. Now, understanding the use of functions. Here it will tell you that what is the purpose of creating the functions in a class. Till now we have studied about only main method, only one method was defined and it is doing the whole task for which it is made. Now here in this example you can see that demo method is the name of the class. It consists of two methods, demo method test and other method is maximum. Means demo method class is having two methods defined in it. One is demo method test and other one is maximum. And the definition of demo method text is enclosed within the opening and closing braces of demo method, and the definition of maximum method is enclosed within the opening and closing brackets of the maximum method, and both these method definitions are collectively enclosed in class demo method. Now we can see that here demo method test function is making a call to the maximum method. Both these sorry Both maximum method is of static type, as we have used static keyword in its definition, whereas demo method test is not a static method. And any static method in Java is called with the name of the class. Like if we want to make a call to maximum, we can it make a call to it with the help of name of the class. For example, here demo method is the name, and demo method test is making a call to the maximum method, which is a static method, so it must use class name, that is demo method dot name of the method which is to be called, and followed by the parameter list. Whereas the instance methods means those method which does not contain static in its definition in its first line are called with the name of the object of the class. Means we can make a call to an instance method with the help of the object name dot the name of the method which is to be called. One thing more here to be noted is that in the definition, method definition, like we have studied in the previous example, int space a comma int space b, a and b were the formal parameters, and when we make a call to the method, it contains the parameter list where it does not have any data type associated, so they are known as the actual parameters. Like in this example, demo method test is making a call to the maximum method. Here a and b are the part of maximum header, maximum method's header, so a and b are the formal parameters. And when demo method test is making a call to maximum method with the help of x comma y parameters, here x and y are the actual parameters, and when we and this statement demo method dot maximum is known as the method calling or method invoking statement, and here x and y are the actual parameters, and when we make a call to a method, we need not to specify the data type, but when we define a method, we need to specify the data types associated with the parameters. And one thing here you can see that in the definition of the maximum method, it is written public static int. Int is the return type here, means this maximum method is going to return the value of type integer, and in demo method test, it is the return type is void, means this method is not going to return any type of value. So here the method which returns a value contains the keyword or the statement return, that we can see in this example, maximum is having a return type int as specified in the header, return ans is of type integer, so therefore we have specified int in the method definition of maximum, and to whom it is going to return, to the point where the function call was made. Like statement number 14 will return the value to the statement number 7 where the call was made to maximum method, and this returned value is going to be stored in ans is the integer is of integer type, and this returned value is again going to be stored in the return type of the is going to be stored in the integer variable, that is z. So here maximum contains the return ans, and ans is of integer type, and therefore in the function heading it is given int maximum. Next is void keyword. The void keyword allows us to create methods which do not return a value. The syntax is void, space method name, again the parameter list. Hence one makes sure that the function cannot be used in an assignment statement. Means when we use void as the return type, it is clear that the function is not going to return any type of values, hence it cannot be used in the assignment statements.